A song 2 years in the making.
Yeah, but Wundersound has been around for 3 years.
A song 3 years in the making.
You know, I had the idea for Wundersound 15 years ago.
A song 15 years in the
I
making.
first heard of 2012 20 years ago.
A song 20 years in the making.
I thought 2012 celebrated 26,000 years.
A song 26,000 years in the making.
Hi, my name is Quentin Carlson. I'm a composer and musician and sound engineer and music producer. And I'm also the founder of Wundersound, a brand new band in Portland, Oregon. And we would like to invite you to help support the creation of a new music album and documentary to celebrate 2012. So here's our little teaser video to whet your appetite for what we're doing. And throughout the video, you'll be hearing some demo versions of the music. Now, I want you to understand that these are not professionally recorded yet. I'm hoping that you will help support us to make a high production value, quality recording.
My role in Wundersound, playing the keyboards, it's just a new awakening for me. It's another area of music I can go into.
The idea for the song actually came to me. I was collecting dandelion greens. I got a very prophetic vision accompanying this melody that I would be singing this tune with a band to celebrate 2012.
What I like about Wundersound is having had the opportunity over the years to watch the blossoming.
This idea of having a band that is also interested in meditation has been lingering in my mind for 15 or 20 years.
Started with the seed of wanting to raise consciousness.
What I like about Wundersound, I like that it's spiritually grounded.
Got a lot of attention when I posted ads for people who are interested in meditation and got some good players.
I love the 2012 song because I can sing to it in the shower.
I think it's the first song that I've heard where anyone's actually singing about this movement, like openly.
Quentin asked me to help him out with this project with 2012 with this music video.
And I can sing to it when I'm washing dishes.
And I thought, wow, this is kind of interesting.
You know, there's lots of conversation around 2012, but it's the first time I've heard it presented in the form of a music medium.
Well, I think Wundersound is something that's got a new perspective, got some more spiritual aspects to it.
To reach a lot of people through a medium that we are all comfortable with, which is music.
But I can't sing to it when I'm vacuuming.
And to make it fun and funny.
I'm caught up in the total sound, the conglomeration of instruments and voice.
Fundraiser would like to take you on a journey of exploration in our documentary where we look at modern pop music recording techniques. I think it would be fascinating to show the layperson all the steps that go into recording a professional record. Music in the internet age and the global 2012 event.
As well as the nutrition of sound and revival of classical music.
And we'll tie it together with the spiritual awakening phenomenon and our relationship with planet Earth.
2012 is the beginning of a brand new cycle, brand new 26,000 year cycle.
I've heard a lot of different projections of what may happen in the year 2012.
This is the dawning of a new age.
It's a brand new space for humans to be in.
Just like in a New Year's Eve celebration where people gather to celebrate and also make resolutions about what they want the new year to be like, I thought this is kind of a big new year. What do we want the next 26,000 years to be like?
I would say that 2012 is an opportunity.
I'm excited.
I don't know. Nobody really knows until it happens.
If we were going to reboot the operating system of consciousness on planet Earth, what would we want it to be like?
It's going to come, it's going to be a different world. It's not going to be the world as we know it, but it'll be Earth.
I think that's going to create harmony in the universe. I really do.
Something with the axis, or like the poles are going to switch, polar shift or something like that.
It's not the end of the world. We've got all this new technology behind us. We've got all this goodwill behind us.
There just feels like there's a change in the wind.
The creativity that's going to come out of it is going to be something special.
And I am so looking forward to it.
It can be anything that we collectively decide it is.
Personally, I'm going for joy and amusement and light.
I've selected an Italianate piece of Bach. He wrote this piece called Alla Breve, an Italian title. It means in 2 beats per measure. It's what the title means. And it's a very bright piece and has all kinds of melodic movement in it. And I think it's a timeless piece that's relevant now as it was back in the 18th century. If we listen to classical music, I think we will appreciate nature more.
The organ may have many keyboards for the hands, and there's always a keyboard for the feet as well. And you can play bass tones with the feet, or you can play melodies with the feet at higher pitches.
The thing about the organ is it can sustain a tone indefinitely. This is what Beethoven and Mozart remarked about. It must be the king of instruments because it can do all this, you know. It can play low, low, low sounds and high, high, high sounds and anything in between.
My passion for the organ is immense. It's been the most important thrust of my musical training throughout the years, for almost 40 years, 50 years now. I started meditating with Wundersound.
Most exciting things about meditation is you can consciously heal your pain.
A deformity in my lower back, which is scoliosis, it's straightened out. It's just not there anymore, miraculously. So, meditation does work.
You can consciously get rid of all problems.
Quiet my mind, get myself grounded.
I love meditation because when people meditate, they're usually not talking. So that's...
I think the big thing is that, trying to get all the stress out. I think that was one of my favorite things.
I'm able to separate myself from the deluge of messages that are sent at me.
More centered, with myself. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this.
It makes a huge difference to meditate and get clear in yourself about why you're behaving the way you are, or why something triggered you.
Clear my mind, take some breaths, and get some serenity about where I am and what I'm doing.
It can be used to focus your intention on raising a specific vibration of like joy or happiness.
Spiritual awakening is happening now, and each person is having a unique experience. So let's show the world that we can make this transition fun.
A spiritual awakening is when you no longer see yourself separate from God.
Spiritual awakening is activating your body and spiritual system to a performance level that most people have never used before.
Spiritual awakening to me is being able to free myself from the grips and the paradigms of Western culture and awaken to the potential that is spiritual that every person has.
More and more you're seeing people are experiencing this through meditation, or even through a more mainstream medium without even realizing they're really meditating. It's the internet. So the internet to me is kind of a tool that we're using kind of outside of ourselves to kind of accept or mainstream this idea that we're all connected.
Globally, I think there's going to be connection between every human being on the earth.
I can be anywhere in the world today and let people know how my shopping went.
We're going to be able to see that we're all the same.
As soon as something awakens in somebody, then they're telling, it's like a rumor, but it's spreading like 50 million times faster now because of how we communicate.
People all over the world can communicate directly. The information they get is not filtered by news, by culture, by film.
More at home, kind of with the earth.
Humans have been existing as though they're separate from nature.
A grassroots message is coming up about the earth and how we need to take care of it. It's nothing that's being dictated to us by governments. It's something that we all feel and want to make our own contribution to our planet, to our food, what we put in our bodies.
You have this sort of spiritual, maybe revolution.
2012 is where we wake up to the fact that the kingdom of God is within us.
We've been walking around for several thousand years on this planet with these bodies, which are massively wonderful communication systems that we've just had turned off.
All this light is coming in. There's so many people around the planet right now that are anchoring light.
It's like we've had an appliance that we didn't even know we had, and it just hasn't been used. Spiritual awakening is like taking this appliance and running some power through it, and suddenly it's doing all these things that you never imagined. You have all of these other faculties. We have clairvoyance, where you can see spiritual energy. We have healing abilities, where we can, with vibration, transform the physical experience.
You think about all of those lights going off all over the planet, and it's like pop, 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 pop.
And these are all built in, ready to use. Everybody has it, but we haven't had the plug turned on.
And at the end of a bag of microwave popcorn, you have a few unpopped kernels. And that's gonna kind of be like, okay, you guys didn't want to get on board. That's cool, but we're gonna move ahead with this new POW, and the POW is light and love. If we are created in the image of God, and God created this world through the word, through sound, then that means we also create our world through sound.
2012 is an event that comes around only once every 26,000 years. That's not just once in a lifetime opportunity, that's once in many lifetimes. So please help us with your funds to celebrate via music, via documentary for future generations, and also to show the world right now the joy and the amusement and the creativity that we can create in our current era.
Here's an opportunity to make a contribution to that end.
People are spiritually starved and actually clamoring for this sort of thing.
We need the money.
It can come in the form of financial contributions, it can come in the form of prayers.
We should fund it to create harmony throughout the world.
On a personal level, it's the launch of my first record.
Put your money to back this project because it is something that's never been done before. All the elements are coming together, the people, the technology, the creativity, the meditative spirituality. This is the first time it's all been put together, and this is the opportunity to make it happen. And it takes money.
Support the video so you can get a nice, warm, happy feeling in your stomach.
Thanks for your support.
What are you doing? I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see.